What's up, everyone? We are back at it today, and today we're going to talk about two flagship dash cams. If you're looking to drop some serious coin on a flagship dash cam, you've probably narrowed it down to two prominent ones from Thinkware, the U3000 PRO and the brand new ARC 900. Now, both of these are sitting at the top of the food chain, both rocking 4K front and 2K rear setups, and both claiming to be the ultimate protector for your rig. But here's the thing. They aren't the same tool. One is a sleek and simple one for the modern driver, while the other is a specialized surveillance beast built on a 30-year legacy of automotive-grade reliability. If you've been following the channel for a minute, you know we don't just read the spec sheet. We've had both of these hardwired into our rigs to see which one actually earns its spot on the windshield. Today we're going to do a comparison to see where your money is actually going, from the parking efficiency to the low-light sensor performance. We'll put the links for both setups down in the description so you can check the latest pricing, especially with those sales hitting. But for now, let's get into the details. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let's begin. Let's start with the physical footprint and the user experience, because this is where the two models diverge immediately. The Thinkware ARC 900 is clearly aimed at the driver who wants instant feedback. It features a bright, square touchscreen display somewhere between 3 and 4 inches that makes changing settings or checking your horizon line a breeze right there in the cabin. It's got a very modern, refined look that doesn't feel like cheap plastic. On the flip side, the U3000 PRO sticks to Thinkware's signature hidden design. It has no screen. It's meant to sit tucked behind your rearview mirror, completely out of your line of sight. Instead of a screen, you get tactile buttons on the back and a much more discreet profile that doesn't scream expensive camera to anyone looking in from the outside. The U3000 PRO even uses the same mount as the previous generation, so if you're upgrading, you just slide the old one out and click the new PRO in. It's a set it and forget it philosophy versus the ARC 900's interactive approach. When we talk about the glass and the sensors, we're looking at the absolute best in the business for both units. Both the U3000 PRO and the ARC 900 are packing the Sony starvis 2 IMX678 sensor in the front. That means you're getting native, true 4K UHD, none of that upscaled nonsense we see on budget Amazon cams. In our testing, the daytime clarity is basically a draw. Both units give you that crisp detail where you can read license plates and road signs even at higher speeds. However, where the U3000 PRO starts to flex its pro muscles is in the rear. While both have 2K rear cameras, the U3000 PRO specifically uses the Sony starvis 2 IMX675 for the back as well. This makes a noticeable difference in low light sensitivity when you're looking at footage from a dim parking lot or a dark forest road. Both units support 60 frames per second if you drop the resolution to 2K, which we always recommend for high-speed action to keep the motion blur down. But for pure parking security, that starvis 2 sensor on the U3000 PRO's rear cam is a massive advantage. Now, let's get into the installation and the quality of life features, because this is where Thinkware really separates themselves from the pack. The U3000 PRO comes with an OBD2 power cable right in the box. For those who aren't familiar, this is a plug-and-play way to get parking mode power without having to mess with your fuse box. You just plug it into the diagnostic port under your dash and you're good to go. It even has a USB-C port on the main unit for optional accessories like an interior IR camera or a standalone LTE module. The ARC 900, while it can also be hardwired, is more of a traditional setup. When we installed the ARC 900 in our Ford Bronco, we went the full hardwire route, tapping into the fuse box for constant and ignition power. One thing we really liked about the ARC 900 setup was the ADAS front camera guide on the touchscreen. It actually gives you on-screen markers to help you align the lens perfectly for the lane departure and collision warnings. Both systems are rock solid, but the U3000 PRO's inclusion of the CPL filter in the box, which acts like polarized sunglasses to kill dashboard reflections, is a premium touch that the ARC 900 usually leaves as an add-on. The real difference, however, is fought in parking surveillance. Thinkware is the king of parking modes, but they've approached it differently here. The U3000 PRO is famous for its built-in dual radar. This is a game changer. Instead of just waiting for an impact or watching for pixel movement, the radar actually scans a 10-meter bubble around the car. It can see a person or vehicle approaching and start recording before the hit even happens. Even with that radar active, it draws only 4.8 milliamps, which is about 10% less than the older model. Now, the ARC900 doesn't have the built-in radar, but it introduces Energy Saving Mode 2.0, which is absolutely wild. It drops the current draw down to around 8 milliamps. Thinkware claims this can keep your rig protected for approximately 24 days on the standard battery. So if you're leaving your car at the airport for 3 weeks, the ARC900 is the endurance champion. But if you're parked on a busy street and want to see the person who dinged your door before they did it, the U3000 PRO's radar is the superior tech. Finally, we have to talk about the internal cooling and durability. Thinkware puts their units through 144 rigorous in-house tests, and both of these units feel like they could survive a desert summer. They both use supercapacitors instead of batteries, so you don't have to worry about them swelling or failing in the heat. The U3000 PRO has that distinct grill mark design which helps with thermals, and we've run it at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, okay, maybe just in the Arizona sun, without it flinching. Both units have integrated thermal protection that will scale back the recording if things get dangerously hot, ensuring your hardware doesn't fry. It's that level of engineering that makes Thinkware the official supplier for brands like BMW and Mercedes-Benz. You aren't just buying a camera, you're buying a piece of automotive-grade equipment that is designed to last the life of the vehicle. So, which one is for you? In our opinion, if you're a tech-first driver who wants a screen to interact with, a super stable 4K setup, and incredible battery endurance for long-term parking, the Thinkware ARC900 is the winner. It's balanced, it's sleek, and it's a bit more wallet-friendly. It's the perfect prosumer choice for most builds. However, if you want the absolute pinnacle of dashcam technology, the no-compromises setup, you have to go with the Thinkware U3000 PRO. The built-in dual radar, the Sony starvis 2 sensors on both the front and rear, the included CPL filter, and the OBD2 plug-and-play power make it the most advanced system on the market. It's for the driver who wants total peace of mind and the most sophisticated surveillance bubble possible. So that's the breakdown. Both of these units are elite, and honestly, you can't go wrong with either. It just comes down to whether you want that touchscreen interface or the raw power of the dual radar. We'll put the links to both setups in the description so you can grab the one that fits your rig. If you have questions about the wiring or the radar setting sensitivity, drop a comment down below and we'll get back to you. Make sure to hit that like button if this helped you out and subscribe to the channel for more technical reviews. Other than that, we hope you all have a simple day. Peace.